Welcome everyone back to the channel. It's going to be a little unconventional video as it's not something I typically do, but I've been at home watching our newborn and I have a little bit of free time, and it's something I've always wanted to do but I never have, and that is a little bit of a guide and overview on how to create a YouTube channel in 2020. With everything going on, a lot of people are still at home right now. Maybe they were thinking about creating a YouTube channel, or it's something they've always been passionate about but haven't jumped in. So I thought maybe this video may help out a little bit. I've actually been doing YouTube videos for a decent while now. I don't have a lot of views or subscriptions, so take that into account. This video is not going to be on how to accelerate your YouTube channel to the top or make a lot of money from YouTube. It's going to be just how I've kind of went through making videos in the past, and just some tips and just general overview on creating your channel. Again, I have a ton of videos on here, stuff that is cringeworthy if you go and look back at it from 8, 9, 10 years ago. I took about a 5-year break from when I went back to school, did mentorship, took my board, so I recently just started doing YouTube videos, and it's something I'm really passionate about. I really like doing photo and video work. So I thought I'd get the channel going again. I have a standard full-time job. This is something I just do on the side. So that being said, let's get in, give you a few tips and pointers, and mainly what I'm going to do is go over on some things you need to think about when starting your YouTube channel, and then go over some equipment you'll need and just some general tips that I recommend down the line. The first thing you need to focus on is what type of topics you're wanting to cover, what type of market you're wanting to get into. So if you're interested in, maybe you're interested in computers and you really feel passionate about doing videos on that, what I recommend doing is that's the newborn, so just ignore him. What I recommend is going down and sitting down and trying to think of 20 to 30 videos that you could actually make. Because the big thing with YouTube is that they are going to want consistency in your uploads. So you're going to need some type of time frame for when you upload videos. So if you are real passionate about computers, but you sit down and brainstorm, you can only think of 2 videos, that's probably not going to work. You need to really be able to create a decent amount of content over the longevity of your channel. So that'd be the first thing. I would sit down and really take a deep dive and look into stuff you're passionate about and stuff you really care about. And maybe you have a little bit of expertise on it, but you don't have to have a ton. I mean, I'm not an expert on anything, but I still try to do the best I can. So that's something I really think you should really look into, is trying to find something that you're really passionate about and something that people will gravitate towards your channel if they know that you're something you're interested in and something you really care about. So once you get your subject down and you have some idea of some videos you would like to do, specifically probably 20 to 30, kind of have an outline of how you would like your channel to be focused, that's when you need to start really thinking about some type of schedule or timeline for when you upload your videos. YouTube really likes it when you have some type of schedule or consistency. So let's say you upload a video every Thursday. That would be better off than uploading, let's say, 10 at once and then maybe waiting a couple months and uploading 10 again. They like to see some type of schedule with your uploads and some consistency. So if you're going to upload daily, try to keep that up. I usually try to recommend at least 1 video a week, 2 if you have time, but 1 would be ideal. So that's one thing. The next thing I would focus on is how often you want to upload these, because that will also dictate on how much time you want to spend on these videos. While videos can be fairly easy to make, once you start making them, you'll notice that if you're a perfectionist, you'll do 8 takes on 1 video and still not like it, so you'll work another hour on it. You do have to edit these at times if you're really putting in a lot of work, which does take some time. So try to get some type of schedule and time frame down to how much time you want to spend on this. The other thing you have to consider when making a YouTube channel is you're going to need some type of equipment to shoot it on. So right now I am shooting this on a Nikon Z6, which is probably overkill for this channel or just in general, but we do a lot of photography work also. Or we like taking pictures and doing videos, and we had the money to spend on it. And it was an investment that I was thinking more along the lines of 5, 6, 7 years. I don't plan on upgrading this camera, but you do not have to spend that much. You can actually use any type of phone. Most iPhones or Android phones that have been made in the past 3 or 4 years will make excellent video and have pretty decent audio, but video they will do pretty well, and especially if you have good lighting. So you could start out there. If you want to spend a little bit more money, I would recommend trying to get some type of mirrorless camera produced in the last 4 or 5 years. Any of the Sony A6000 series cameras would be great. The Canon M50 is excellent. Nikon Z50, Canon EOS RP if you're wanting to maybe spend under $1,000 on a camera. You could also look at getting these used from a reputable seller like Lens Authority, B&H. There's a lot of good used equipment out there, and a lot of these cameras are built to last and are fairly durable. If you're wanting to spend a decent amount of money, get a full frame mirrorless camera, I would recommend the Nikon Z6, Canon EOS R, or the Sony A7 III. Honestly, they all produce amazing videos. I mean, pro grade level videos if you really know what you're doing. So that's something you're going to need, something to take the videos on. So the next thing you're going to definitely need, in my opinion, is some type of laptop or desktop. I have both, but it's something I've had for a while. This is the Lenovo ThinkPad P1. This is the Gen 2. I use this for work and just general stuff too, but some type of laptop or desktop will make your life a lot easier because you are going to have to get the photos off your camera onto the laptop. Some type of editing, if you want to do any type of editing. You can also do the editing on YouTube, but that'll be my next thing that I'll kind of discuss. But then you're going to have to upload it. It's just a lot easier to do if you have a desktop or a laptop. You could get by just using a phone, but I would still recommend getting some type of laptop or desktop. It doesn't be anything fancy. You can use the one you have, and then as your channel builds, and let's say you do some more advanced video editing, then you can look into upgrading as you need. So the other piece of equipment you're going to use is actually software related. You are going to need something to edit these videos on. Very rarely can you do something in one take, and it's plays benefit if you have some type of B-roll or some type of other action in there to keep people's attention when they're looking at your video. So you can upload it straight to YouTube. They have a video editor when you upload it that you can use. Basically, you can do some cuts on it, some basic color grading, nothing real fancy or advanced. You can use iMovie if you have an Apple product because it's free. You got Adobe Premiere and Final Cut, which are the more advanced pay options, so you have to usually pay for the software or pay some type of monthly subscription to use it. Any of those will work. Whatever your budget allows, go from there. I've used YouTube's editing software or their browser that you use, and once you upload one, it works pretty well. I don't have any issues there, so that's another thing you're going to need. Some other things that are optional but will make your life a lot easier is you will need a tripod. Currently, I don't have a tripod, and I've been able to manage mainly because the ones I've been trying to order are back ordered because of everything that's going on. They're just not available. But I'm actually using, I'll show you what I've been using for my tripod. Not ideal or the best setting, but I literally put on the speaker, and then I use our baby box down here for our swing, and it actually works pretty well. I don't have any issues with it. Again, I do plan on getting a tripod down the line, but you can spend $40 to $100 and get a really good tripod, so you don't have to break the bank in order to get something like that, but it will make your life a lot easier, and it's something I do plan on getting in the future. Next thing you want to consider is lighting. So I'm in a small room with one window, and I've kind of dealt with, I have one little LED lamp that I've been using to make this work, but ideally you want to get some type of lighting set up. You can, again, spend $50 to $100 on a really good set of soft boxes or some LED umbrellas. Lighting doesn't have to be that expensive. You don't need fancy LED panels or anything. I mean, if you really want to not spend very money, I would just, and you have the room, get some type of softbox light or some type of umbrella light. I will leave links to recommendations of things I would purchase below if you're looking to buy any of this stuff. Again, the tripod and light setup I plan on purchasing in the future, but you can get by if you have good lighting, a good window. That's what I've been using currently. So those are the big things you're going to need to get a YouTube channel going. Again, there's a lot more details into it if you want to look at other videos, when creating thumbnails and all about marketing and trying to get your videos up as high as they can, as many views and as much watch time as you can. I'm not really into that. I do this as a hobby and it's stuff I really enjoy, but those are the basic things you're going to need. You're going to need some type of vision, some type of passion, something you're interested in that you can make a lot of content on. And you're going to need something to shoot it with, some type of camera. You can use an old DSLR, but I would still recommend some type of somewhat newer mirrorless. It doesn't have to be full frame, but some type of mirrorless. And you're going to need some type of computer and software to upload the video and edit it. Obviously, you're going to need an internet connection, but most people have that nowadays. And that's really it, guys. Again, if you have any questions, concerns, this video is not made to make your YouTube channel grow dramatically and make you a bunch of money. Do what you're passionate about. Upload frequently, get some type of schedule down that fits your schedule. Try to be consistent with how you upload your videos. Again, when I first started this channel, I had almost nothing, and then slowly I tried to get a picture up of my analytics, but my channel was really growing before I stopped and went back to school. Like, I was getting a decent amount of views and a decent amount of growth. So consistency and quality will go a long way, and just make sure it's something you're passionate about. Don't just half do it and go into things. Really focus and set up a timeline and kind of do some brainstorming on what you'd like to do. If you like this video, subscribe, give me a thumbs up. Again, any comments you have or questions, leave them below. I'll get back to you. Have a good rest of the day, and I will see you guys next time.